Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Tuesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Aina Koyo. In the news tonight, to address environmental challenges, the University of Namibia and the Environmental Investment Fund of Namibia on Monday inaugurated 3 short courses in climate change at the UNAM main campus in Windhoek. The short courses are aimed at bridging the gap between academic knowledge and practical application, offering hands-on experience through field visit and case studies. They include a certificate in the fundamentals of climate change, and financing, as well as in the development and management of climate change projects on National Qualification Framework Level 8. Collaborative approach. Speaking at the launch, EIF Executive Officer Benedict Lambida said the courses are tailor-made to impart Namibians with crucial knowledge and skills in climate change. The short courses offer the desired flexibility of studying, especially for individuals who cannot afford a prolonged absence from work, he said. Environment Minister Pwamba Shifeta, during his keynote address, praised EIF and UNAM for pioneering the initiative, underscoring its importance in the current climate scenario. Despite our diverse landscape and rich biodiversity, we are not immune to the impact of climate change. We still face significant threats from rising temperatures, prolonged droughts, and unpredictable weather patterns, posing significant challenges to our environment, economy, and communities, he said. He added that these short courses will better equip the country with the knowledge and skill necessary to understand, adapt, and mitigate the effects of climate change. He urged individuals and institutions to commit to fostering education, innovation, and collaboration in the fight against climate change. Together, we can make a significant difference. It is my wish that these short courses garner expertise from various professionals around the country. Moving over to our next story. As part of their initiative to ensure every citizen is documented, the Home Affairs Ministry on Monday reached its target of registering over 50,000 people for birth certificates and identity documents. This forms a part of the ministry's ongoing mass registration campaign, which commenced on the 5th of February this year and is set to continue until the 30th of July. In a statement issued by Executive Director Etienne Maritz, he said the achievement marks a significant milestone in the ministry's efforts to ensure comprehensive birth registration and identification. The mass registration campaign has received widespread participation across all 14 regions of the country. We have so far offered birth certificates and identity documents to a total of 50,833 Namibians. The exercise also includes the issuance of duplicate birth certificates and duplicate identity documents, Maritz said. Moving over to our final story, Yandre Dibnar, whose fate was to be determined in the Swakopmund Regional Court on Tuesday, is to remain in custody until the 20th to 22 August 2024. When the pre-sentencing hearing will take place. This comes after Dibnar's lawyer, Petri Teron, brought an application before Magistrate Gaynor Paulten. Dibnar has appointed a new counsel, Advocate Staydrom, and requested to be re-evaluated by psychologist Dr. Aldeman following the court's questioning of the objectivity of the previous psychologist, Dr. Steffi Sophie Bendhorst. This issue arose during the judgment handed down by Magistrate Polton, where Dibnah was found guilty on 6 murder charges, 1 charge of reckless or negligent driving, and 1 count of driving without a valid driver's license. The charges stem from an incident on the 29th of December 2014 in which Dibnah's FG Cruiser collided head-on with a Ford Ranger carrying German tourist Marcus Yasko, his wife Stephanie, and their daughters Alexandra and Antonia, who were 16 years of age at the time. Dibnah and Antonia were the only one who survived the car accident. Polton stated that during cross-examination, Dr. Bendhorst openly emphasized and broke down in court. When asked, she indicated that she had been ill for a long time and was emotional. She also stated that Dibnah should be evaluated by a neurologist. This raised doubts about the objectivity of the witness. Dr. Bendhorst was to evaluate Dibnah's amnesia during his testimony. He claimed to remember only up to mile 28, then waking up in the hospital the next day. Based on this newly disclosed information from last week Thursday, Tehran applied for an extension. After the break, we return with our story of the day. Please do stay with us.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
In our story of the day tonight, the resident representative of the United Nations Development Programme is speaking at the opening of the National Conference on Integrated Landscapes. Elani Smith reports.
The conference themes from assessing climate change impacts to rehabilitating degraded landscapes, integrating digital tools, managing knowledge, and fostering public-private partnerships are all essential elements of an integrated approach to landscape management. I think Nilo Lake, if I'm not mistaken, and I stand to be corrected, was probably one of the first projects, integrated projects, as we call them, in the area of environmental sustainability, and a recognition of the fact that you need to treat the entire land degradation, etc., as an entire ecosystem.
After the break, we return with our community talk where Rivaldo Kavanga, the representative of Namibian Children Parliament, delivers a keynote speech.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Meet Christine, an office snacker with a craving for treats, but a budget to stick to. Fortunately, the Synergy chatbot has her covered. With just a few taps, Christine can find the latest specials on snacks, satisfying her cravings without breaking the bank. And then there's Brian, who's out on a date with the most beautiful girl in Winter. But even romance can't distract Brian from his love of sports updates. Luckily, the Synergy chatbot keeps him in the loop so he can stay connected while enjoying his evening. Finally, there's Henriette, who loves to stay informed with the latest news. Unlike other boomers, Henriette knows that she can conveniently access daily newspapers via the Synergy chatbot. Whether it's snacks, sports, or news, the Synergy chatbot has something for everyone.
In our community talk tonight, Rivaldo Kavanga, the representative of Namibian Children's Parliament, delivered a speech at the Child Research Initiative and Training Conference hosted by the University of Namibia in collaboration with UNICEF and the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare today at Avani Hotel in Windhoek. Kavanga emphasized the importance of improved data collection and training to enhance the lives of children in foster care. Have a look.
What is even more depressing is that these instances of violence against children take place in a domestic setting. And it shows the need for more research on what causes these instances of violence against children in domestic settings. More training to police officers, community leaders, parents, older brothers, older sisters, and every member of society on how to protect children and their rights. Looking at the objectives of this engagement, I am hopeful that all stakeholders can come together to ensure that data and research filters down to action, that the theme can become a reality, that the child is also selling and begging on the streets in the morning, finds family in society, and is able to thrive. I hope the stakeholders conference produces fruitful and tangible outcomes that can aid all stakeholders towards ensuring that families and children thrive. With that said, thank you so much for the platform.
After the break, we return with economic news. Please stay with us.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Seems like poor sportsmanship right now from the lads. 1.85 for the national record. Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kahana.
Hij sê ja, is er aan neertrek en hy bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is hier
running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love that. I love that. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
In economic news tonight, Executive Director of Investment, a new venture at the Namibia Investment Promotion and Development Board, Francois van Skykevelk, is speaking at the Africa Hospitality Investment Forum during a discussion on investing in Namibia. Elani Smith reports.
The country's tourism and hospitality sector is really a cornerstone of our economy, and it's offering a wealth of prospects for investment and growth. And today we are here to explore these opportunities to share insights and to forge partnerships that will drive the future of hospitality and tourism in Namibia and also across our region. This event really comes at a pivotal time for us, And as the world emerges from the challenges posed by the global pandemic, also economic pressures, hospitality and tourism industry is poised for a resurgence. We've seen, especially in the Namibian market, really a surge in arrivals, and on a month-on-month basis compared to the previous year, something like an 11% increase in May. And our government's commitment to creating a favourable investment climate, together with the entrepreneurial spirit of our people, sets the stage for a dynamic and prosperous hospitality sector.
Now let's have a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades for 22 Namibian dollars 96 cents to 1 British pound, 90 Namibian dollars 42 cents gets you 1 euro, 80 Namibian dollars 15 cents gets you 1 US dollar, and 2 Namibian dollars 50 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. All commodities have dropped, with gold at 0.24%, platinum 0.90%, copper 0.67%, and Brent crude oil at 0.28%. In international news, after the break, South African MK Party lawmakers are sworn in Parliament after boycotting the first sitting.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
In international news tonight, members of South Africa's Umkhonto weSizwe Party were sworn in as lawmakers in Parliament on Tuesday after boycotting the first sitting of the National Assembly nearly 2 weeks ago. MK lawmakers have stayed away on the 14th of June after filing a complaint at the country's top court alleging vote rigging in the May 29 election, which the court dismissed as without merit. MK, the party of former South African President Jacob Zuma, came a surprisingly strong third in the election in which the African National Congress lost its parliamentary majority. MK has declined to join a government of national unity. All of its 58 lawmakers, including Zuma's daughter Duduzile Zuma Sabla, took the oath, allowing Parliament's lower house to start its business. Among them were former Finance Minister Desvan Royen, appointed out of the blue by Zuma in 2015 and then dismissed after 4 days in favor of Pravin Gordhan when the rand currency collapsed. Another prominent MK member is former Western Cape Judge President John Hlophe, impeached by the previous parliament for misconduct, including for using his position to try to influence judges in a Zuma corruption case, who was also sworn in Parliament. And now let's have a look at the weather predictions for tomorrow. Katima Mulilo can expect a minimum of 9 degrees, while Enana can expect a minimum of 13 degrees. Rundu, Rakana, and Omaruru can expect a minimum of 11 degrees, while Khobabes and Windhoek can expect a minimum of 7 degrees. Henties Bay can expect a maximum of 32 degrees that also include Luderitz, while Aramsvlei can expect a maximum of 24 degrees. Keetmanshoop and Marienthal can expect a maximum of 22 degrees. And now we head over to now we head over to the sports package, courtesy of Sports Rep.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with cricket news first. The T20 Men's World Cup taking place at the moment in the West Indies, and the teams for the semi-finals have been confirmed. Big result for Afghanistan. They beat Bangladesh and they flew to the semi-final to play on Thursday morning. That is Namibian time. They play against South Africa in the first semi-final. The other semi-final will be England playing against India. It was Afghanistan that beat Bangladesh by 8 runs, and it was a tight game, a very close game. Afghanistan batting first, 115 for the loss of 5 wickets, and then bowling out Bangladesh for 105. It's the first ever time that Afghanistan will play in a semi-final of a T20 World Cup. The game between South Africa and Afghanistan will be 2:30 a.m. That is Namibian time on Thursday morning, and then later in the day it will be England, the defending champions. They won the title 2 years ago when they beat Pakistan in the final. It will be England that play India. That game will be 4:30. That is Namibian time on Thursday. Moving on to soccer news, it is Euro 2024, the 24 best teams in European football playing at the moment. Already positions for the round of 16 confirmed. It was a big result for Italy. Italy had to leave it on the 98th minute to score an equalizer against Croatia. That is to qualify for the round of 16. They will play on Saturday against Switzerland in the round of 16. A difficult game for Italy. It was Modric that scored in the 55th minute for Croatia, and only in the 98th minute it was Italy that scored the equalizer for them to go through, and it is Croatia that is out of the tournament. Also, Spain played against Albania, and it was Spain that won by 1-0. Other teams that's also through to the round of 16 is Portugal and also England, and Spain also qualified for the quarterfinals or for the round of 16 because of the win against Albania. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is Formula One racing news, and it is the Austrian Grand Prix this coming weekend. The next one on the calendar, and news from the McLaren team is that Lando Norris said that the team is getting closer to Red Bull and to Max Verstappen, a big difference from the previous seasons. At the moment, it is Max Verstappen leading on 219 points, and it is in second place, it is Lando Norris on 150 points. He's 69 points behind, and it is Charles Leclerc on 148. But Lando Norris indicate that McLaren can still fight for the championship. It is 14 races that is left for the season. Lots of races to still be done, and it is Max Verstappen trying to win the 4th consecutive title, and Lando Norris trying to win the first one for him and for McLaren. It is also the next one after Austrian Grand Prix will be the British Grand Prix, and that will be on the 5th of July. And so that is all Formula One racing that continues. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's broadcast. Make sure you join Sunset News on Facebook, on all NMH platforms, on weekdays, as well as on our website, which is called oneup2.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV 285 and GoTV channel 25 every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. This has been Sunset News. Please don't end your day without us, and good night.